This video is going to talk you through the basics of a putt. I have two videos in front, one with a face-on view, one with a down-the-line view. We're going to look at the face-on view one, the one on the left, and just focus on a few areas of the setup. What we're mainly looking for in a putting stroke is a pendulum action. So to start off with both arms hanging down really nice and straight is really important. Getting the arms to hang onto the putter grip, you can notice there that my arms are slightly down the grip rather than being right up the top with my arms too bent out. Okay, we're looking for the arms to hang down nice and relaxed, nice and straight, really nice and soft. We don't want to be gripping the club too tight. I'd say it wants to be about a 2 out of 10 in terms of grip pressure. Okay, so really soft grip pressure. With the posture set up, we'll go across to the right hand image now. We want to be eyes over the ball if possible, so we're leaning forwards from the hips. You can see there my spine angle's sort of leant forwards over the top of the ball. So my eyes now are pretty much dead over the top of the line of the putt, so I can get a really good idea of where I'm hitting it straight at the hole. The width of stance can be very personal, but I would suggest to be slightly narrower than any other shot that you play, really. Well inside shoulder width is usually a good guide. And the ball position can be anywhere from the middle to slightly forward of middle. I wouldn't really alter too much away from that. I wouldn't go too far forward in the stance. We want to try and get the ball rolling nice and quickly. If we had the ball too far forward in the stance, I think you'd start chipping the ball into the air. Okay, so definitely go for the middle of the stance. Okay. With the actual stroke itself, there are some important sort of areas that we need to look at, and that's getting the pendulum action. So keeping the wrists fairly solid, still keeping the hands nice and soft, but letting the arms and the shoulders rock back and forth. What we don't want to see is something like this, where just the wrists are moving and the arms aren't moving very much at all. Okay, so you can see just the wrists are waggling there, and we're not really getting any consistency in our stroke there. What we want to see is something a little bit more like this, where the shoulders are rocking, the wrists are staying very solid, and the putter's travelling back and through nice and smooth. As we move on to the actual back and forth stroke, the reason we want to have that pendulum action is so we can get the putter to travel nice and straight back and through. Okay, so you should hopefully be able to see the putter travel nice and straight down that line, possibly on the inside on the way back and through towards the hole, and not quite in. Okay, so they are the basics. We're looking for the ball to be nice and central in the stance. We're looking for a narrow stance. We're looking for a pendulum action with the stroke, and we're looking at the setup for both arms to hang down onto the club nice and smooth, okay, or nice and soft. So we're getting a really good relaxed setup. We don't want to be too tense over these because they're quite quick greens. We want to be able to roll the putt rather than hit the putt. It's very much a stroke rather than a hit. So if you focus on those few areas, keep kind of consistency with your setup and consistency with your stroke, and really focus on it. It's a massive part of the game. I can guarantee you'll see your stroke improve and your putting will improve, and you'll start to hole more putts.